Hi, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Mack here. Today we're going to be talking about the main idea and key details in a story. Now, this is a skill that readers use, finding the main idea and details, and it works best with nonfiction. Remember, so not fake, real informational texts, because informational texts are teaching us something. So that makes sense, right? They're teaching us details about whatever it is we're reading about. So I have a story here. This is Go Wild from one of our stories that we read in our animal unit. And I want to look at some of this, see if we can use a familiar text to find some details about this main idea. So let's read this part of the story, and then we'll go ahead and get into the main idea and key details. So it says animals need food to live and grow, but all animals don't eat the same things. Some big animals, such as hippos, eat plants. A hippo can eat more than 130 pounds of grass. Wow, that's a great detail. Some small animals eat plants too. A squirrel eats loads of plant seeds. They like nuts and grains. A squirrel can smell a nut and find it even in the snow. So when we're reading that, looking for the main idea, you're looking for the big topic. When we were reading about that, we read about a hippo, we read about a squirrel, but the whole thing that we're talking about is what they eat. So the main idea is what the whole story is about. And then the key details are the specific things that the author is telling you. Think of it, main idea, as like a great big umbrella. It goes kind of over everything else. So this is that text down here. So we'll look at this one just because it makes it a little easier to see. Okay, so the main idea in this, we talked a little bit about that a second ago. The hippo and the squirrel, they're both talking about what the animals eat. So this part right here, animals need food to live and grow, but all animals don't eat the same things, right? And then it starts talking about specific animals like the hippo. So let's put this part, all animals need food to live and grow, but all animals don't eat the same things, in the big overarching umbrella box that's right here, because that is our main idea. Animals in the wild eat many different things. Now, a detail. A hippo is a great detail. A hippo eats plants. All right, that's one detail. Remember, it's under that big umbrella of animals and what do they eat. Then they fast forward in the story a little bit, and a little bit later they start talking about, Oh, did we skip frogs and toads? Where did we go? We start talking about, on the next page, frogs and toads. And this one says, frogs and toads seek insects and snails to eat. A big frog goes after mice too. Oh my gosh, that must be a huge frog, right? But frogs and toads have no teeth, so they must gulp down their meal. So frogs and toads can be another detail. Now, I think they're skipping this. I think they're having us go to the ostrich. That's okay. We'll read that part too. Some animals eat both plants and animals. An ostrich eats seeds and leaves, but it will search all over for insects, snakes, and lizards as well. That's another detail, right? The big idea, main idea, is what do animals eat? That they eat different things, and that the ostrich eats both plants and animals depending on what is available. is a great detail. Oh, now we go back to the frogs. Well, that's okay. So we read that they like to eat insects, frogs and toads. So they're adding that detail too. So if you notice, it doesn't matter down here which order we put things in. That's okay. You can switch things around. But the big main idea needs to go at the beginning so that your reader knows what you're going to be talking about. Just like when you guys do your writing, you give us a topic sentence. Remember, you turn that question around and answer the question first, and then you give your details for supporting your answer. All right. And then we even restate the main idea at the end, too, because we are getting to be such big, mature writers. All right, boys and girls. So, main idea is the big idea that the whole piece of writing is about. And the key details underneath are telling you more about the main idea and giving examples. Thanks for joining me, boys and girls.